Among the powerful tools that Photoshop possesses is the ability to select areas of an image for more precise handling. A selection isolates parts of an image so you can work on that area without affecting the rest of the image. And in this lecture, we will start with one of the most used selection tools, the Marquee selection tools. You can select the Marquee tools either by clicking on its icon or simply by pressing the M key. The rectangular Marquee tool selects areas in the shapes of rectangles and squares. And the elliptical Marquee tool selects areas in the shapes of ovals and circles. Let's say I want to create a rectangular selection outline by pressing and dragging using the rectangular Marquee tool. And now the selected area is highlighted with the animated dashes. Let's say I want to get a square selection, so this time after clicking, I hold down the Shift key. Notice how it maintains the same ratio and we get a square selection. I can move the selection by clicking inside the selection then dragging it. But if I want to move the pixels with the selection, then I'm going to press and hold the Control key, which will move the selected pixels. So, I will undo by pressing Ctrl Z. I can add to my selection by holding down the Shift key. As you can see, the cursor changes and has a plus sign attached to it. Now I can add to my selection as much as I want. You can also subtract your selection by holding down the Alt key, which is confirmed with the addition of the minus sign to the cursor. And as you can see, we subtracted our selections. The same properties apply to the elliptical Marquee tool. So notice if I select the elliptical Marquee tool, I can get a circular selection by clicking and then holding down the Shift key. I can add to my selection by holding down the Shift key and then selecting. Also, I can subtract the selection by holding down the Alt key. And now I can delete a selected portion by pressing Backspace. I can move them by holding down the Control key and dragging them around. Also, you can copy the selection to a new layer by pressing Ctrl J. And the duplicated portion will appear into a new layer inside the Layers panel. And those were a few ways to select objects inside Photoshop.